Hello guys and welcome to another Ollies on the Ball video. This week is a tips video again. Round 20 now, so quite far through the season. Last week I got 8 out of 9 tips. Only one I got wrong was the Port Adelaide Collingwood game, which was arguably the hardest game to tip. 4 out of 9 Ollie's calls. Anyway, let's move on to the first game. Carlton Collingwood. 7:50 p.m. Friday night, MCG. Should be a pretty good game. Collingwood, they're in first, 16-1. They're going absolutely amazing. 16-2, I mean. They're not 16-1. And Carlton 9 and 8, 9-1 and 8, and they are in ninth. So this is a really big game for Carlton. But I'm tipping them. I think Carlton are going to win with my Ollie's call that Adam Chera has 22 plus disposals. Moving on to the next game, Fremantle Geelong, GMHBA, 1:45 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Geelong 8th, 9-1 and 8, win-win loss. Fremantle 7-11, loss is their form, so not too good from their perspective. It's at GMHBA, so I think I'm going to have to tip Geelong by 61 points. I think they're going to get smashed Fremantle with my Ollie's call that Geelong kick 90 plus points. Moving on to the second Saturday game, Western Bulldogs versus GWS. 1:45 p.m. Mars Stadium on Saturday. GWS 7th, 10-8. Win as their form. They're just going amazing. Western Bulldogs, they're 5th, 10-8. Loss, win as their form. Good win over Essendon last Friday night. This will be close. Very windy, I reckon, in Ballarat. I think I'm going to tip GWS by 12, I reckon, with my Ollie's call that both teams kick more behinds than goals, given it's going to be really windy, I reckon, in Ballarat, as it always is. And then, it's GWS by 12, I reckon. Moving on to the next game. Brisbane Gold Coast. 4:35 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. This should be a kind of close game, but not so close in the same way, as in, I think it should be a decent game, but certainly no game of the round. Have to say Brisbane gonna win. That's my tip. They're coming off a win. Gold Coast, a loss, unfortunate loss to GWS. They got kind of smashed in the end. I think I'm going to tip Brisbane by 41 with my Ollie's call. Brisbane lead all game. Moving on to the next game. Essendon Sydney Marvel Stadium. Essendon 11th. Coming off a couple of losses. Not so good. 9-9. Sydney coming off a win over Freo. 8-1-9. City in 12th, so this is a really important game for both teams. If you lose, you're nearly out of finals, but if you win, you're right in the mix. So this will be quite a close game, I reckon. But it's going to be really close, I think. Really good game. If it was in Sydney, I'm tipping Sydney easy, but it's not in Sydney. But I think Essendon will just get across the line by 29 points with my Ollie's call that Lance Franklin kicks 2+ goals. Moving on to the next game. Adelaide, Port Adelaide. Adelaide 13th, Port Adelaide 2nd. Adelaide 8 and 10. Port Adelaide 14 and 4. Loss for Adelaide. Win, loss for Port Adelaide. The showdown. Massive game. Adelaide need to win this to stay in finals. Like, they're going to be 8 and 11, which you feel they're out. Port Adelaide, they need to win this to hold a second spot, because if they lose this, Brisbane might even pass them on percentage, I think. Yeah, if Port Adelaide lose and Brisbane win, Brisbane will pass Port Adelaide. 130% Brisbane have compared to 113. And then Melbourne also, if they win, they're only one game off Port, so they really want to win to secure a home qualifying final. I think it's going to be quite close, but I think Port Adelaide will get over the line in the end and win by 21 with my Ollie's call at Port Adelaide trail at half-time. Moving on to the next game, St Kilda Hawthorn. Hawthorn 16th, 5 and 13, loss. Saints 6, 10 and 8, loss, win. Terrible game, Saints last week. They only just beat North. At 3/4 time, I thought we were going to lose. Good last quarter, but we should have played like that all match. Hawthorn should have beat Richmond. Did a similar thing to North Melbourne. Lost by a point. This is at Marvel. Hawthorn have James Sicily. I'm going to tip Hawthorn by 13 with my Ollie's call. Will Day has 22 plus disposals. Moving on to the next game, Richmond versus Melbourne. 3:20pm Sunday MCG. Richmond 10th, 9, 1 and 8 form. Win, loss. Win. Coming off a win over Hawthorn. Melbourne 4th, 12 and 6. Form is win. Coming off a win over Adelaide. It was tight, 4 points in the end, but a win's a win. I think Melbourne are going to win this by 33, quite comfortable, and knock Richmond out of finals with my Ollie's call. Christian Petrarca kicks 2+ goals. Moving on to the final game of the round, worst game of the round by teams, but it might be the closest. West Coast, North Melbourne. West Coast 18th, 1 and 17th, 16 losses in a row. They're going terribly. North coming off 16 losses as well, 2 and 16. So both teams, one of the teams has to break a 16-game losing streak. 16 games. If West Coast win this, they might not actually lose the wooden spoon. Because if they can sneak another win at home over someone like I don't know if they play them, but like a Hawthorn or another team, then I reckon they could actually be a chance to finish 17th. Well, who do West Coast have? Next week they've got, they're not going to win next week. The week after, though, they've got Fremantle in the Derby, so they could win that. And then they've got Bulldogs in Melbourne, so they're not going to win that. Then final round, they've got Adelaide at Optus, so they're a chance to win 2 games. I think in this game, though, West Coast are going to win by 7 points with my Ollie's called Tim Kelly's in the coach's watch. Thanks for watching and listening to Ollie's on the Ball. Bye! See you next time.